What is up, people of Eternum? It's your boy, Jabo Jackson, here with another episode in my New World series, Academy of War. On this episode today, I want to go over perk family trees, what perks go with what perks, how to get those perks, and are they good or not. I will be going over just the weapons today, so if you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments down below. Let's get it. Alright, so what do I mean by perk families? Every single perk in this game belongs to its own perk family. If you have one of those perks on a weapon, you cannot have another perk from the same family on that weapon. For example, we have Vicious right here. It belongs to the A family. You cannot have any other of these A perks on the weapon unless it is added into the game by AGS. For example, we have the Sword of the Champion, Vicious, and Penetrating Backstab. Both belong to the A family, and you cannot roll it or find it out in the world like that. The only time that you could get it is when it's on that sword. Alright, so I want to run through these perk families real quick. First, we got Weapon Attunements, 18% flat damage increase for the element of your choice. I see a lot of people running Flame Attunement, and I think a Boreal Attunement, the nature damage increase. Definitely S tier perk. Get it if you can. It's only on craftable weapons. Keen, critical chance. If you have a high crit multiplier, this will be a good perk. If you have a low crit multiplier of less than 0.25 or 0.25, it might not be too good. Full stack of resilient armor will basically negate that. Full stack of resilient gives you 0.25 if you didn't know. Basically makes you not crit when someone lands a crit. So definitely pay attention to that when you look at Keen. The weapon perks, since they're buff, have been amazing. One that comes to mind is Insatiable Gravwell. If there is a perk that you love and you get a lot of mileage out of those perks, definitely get that on your weapon. The mortal perks, this one is Mortal Empowerment. You get extra damage when you kill someone. I think people are using it on muskets. Not a fan, but if you are and you can use it in a way that's beneficial to you, do it. Fractured Rend, you get a Rend for 4 seconds, 12%. If you stack it with something else, you could definitely use it to turn the tide in a battle. Exhausted Exploitation. If you are someone that likes like hunting people down in PvP, like a Great Axe, this might actually work pretty well. Not my favorite. I don't use it, but I can see people using it in a beneficial way. Purifying Crits. Remove a buff from a target on a crit. I don't think it's too good. Maybe if you can remove all the buffs, it'd be better. I just feel like getting buffs are pretty easy to do in this game. After that, we have all the Banes. Lost Bane, Ancient Bane, Corrupted Bane. Completely PvE perk. Very good. Definitely look for the Beast one right now because of the raid boss. And if you're going into any mutated content, you want a weapon with that. Accuracy, completely useless. I don't know. I don't really think it's good. I'm not sure how it works. If you can, please leave a comment down below and explain it to me if it is good. Last in the no family, we have Vorpal. Very good perk. Used on muskets, bows, some hatchets. 14% damage increase on headshots. Right after that, we have the A family, the main family, the family that everyone loves. Vicious, critical damage increase, 11%. You'll see this on a lot of weapons. I think bows are very big on this. I think the Bis bow build is something like Vicious and Keenly Jagged, and then something else, probably a Flame Attunement or something like that. Enchanted, another one. You got a 9.6 flat damage increase on light and heavy. I love this perk. I've used it multiple times. There are better ones, especially with the flame attunement now. I would like to see it get a slight buff, maybe to like 12%, uh, or 11%, something like that, just to make it compete with thwarting strikes. Uh, I think it's slightly underperforming now, especially with like things like weapon attunements. But I'd like to see it get a little resurgence later in the future. Ruinous is siege damage, 38%. Useless. I don't think anyone's using that. Blessed, a good perk, 20% healing bonus. Rogue, 19% backstab damage. This is a amazing perk. You'll see a lot of people hatchet players love this perk. Pretty sure rapier players love this perk as well. 19% backstab damage is great. And especially if you got like a stun build, you'll take advantage of that. Sword of the Champion, probably a great sword to use it on too. Trench and Strikes on heavy, 14% damage increase. I could see something like a Great Sword taking advantage of that. Great Swords are very big on heavy attacks, and a 14% damage increase can be good. Trench and Crits, 19% critical damage on heavy attacks. Sword, Great Sword, probably use it on that. Same thing with Trenchant Rend on heavy attack, 14% Rend. In duels, I've used this on the hammer and the axe. It does work. It definitely catches people off guard. People that think they get out DPS you hit them with that 14% Rend, 7 seconds, you could burst those people down. You can take advantage of that perk. I think there are other perks in this tree that are better than it, and you probably want those instead, but if you're dueling someone and want to try it out, you're going to catch some people off guard. Trenchant Recovery. This is 28% lifesteal. You see that Great Sword build with the Trenchant Recovery. That perk on a Great Sword is amazing. You could get some mileage out of it. I think you heal for somewhere about like 2,000 damage, 2,000 health per heavy attack. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've seen some videos online of people taking full advantage of that and doing work with it. After that, Thwarting Strikes, definitely one of the best perks for something like a Great Axe, something like anything with a 300 strength build, pretty much. The Warhammer, Great Axe come to mind. Sword, definitely a good one. I think you could take advantage of it on the hatchet as well. Great Sword, I heard it wasn't that great, but try it out. Definitely pairs well with the attunement perks on a Great Axe. Thwarting Counter, never been a fan of being someone that doesn't have grit. Mainly use strength for all my builds. I haven't really dipped my toes into any of the lighter armors. I'm a big beefy boy and I do big beefy damage. So I stay away from it. 14% damage on targets with grit does sound nice though. And I definitely would be a little scared to fight someone like that. Altruitious Punishment, deal 8% damage to people with haste. Nah, I don't think that's worth it, honestly. If you could jump it up to like 25%, someone with haste, someone that's trying to run away from you, really punish those people, those dirty dodgers that you just cannot catch, that use haste, like the flamethrower haste, that'd be great. But 8% just isn't worth it. Penetrating Backstab penetrates 27% of the player's armor. I've used it. I don't know. I've always gone with the Rogue instead, 19%. I still think the Rogue, the flat damage on Rogue would be better than that. Definitely needs a revisit. Penetrating Headshot, 22% of the player's armor on a headshot. I think that falls in line with Vorpal. I haven't seen any builds with it. Same thing. Leave a comment. Direct me towards something, a video or anything that says it's good, and I will definitely check it out. All right, on to Lifesteal, the B family. Lifesteal, I think it's okay. I mean, I definitely see the like why people want to use it because it's cool to be like a vampire build. Uh, I don't see people getting a lot of mileage out of it. I mean, it's minimal at best, especially with all the gems and the heart or the rune stones, heart runes. What are they? But doesn't matter. I don't think lifesteal's worth it. Refresh and move, definitely Abyss perk. 2.8% cooldown reduction every time you do a lighter, pretty much every time you attack, besides your moves. That is definitely one of the best perks in the game. And if you could get it, get it. Chain element. Attacks cause a damaging chain. Definitely needs a rework. Doesn't do enough. I would like it to bounce multiple times because right now you could just get the gem on your weapon and it does more extra DPS than that. So I pass on it. I'd like to see a buff to it eventually. Siphoning Blow, gain 2.8 mana per hit for 10 seconds. I'm not a mage. Mages in that are watching this video, please leave a comment down below on that too, because I don't know enough about it. Keenly Empowered. People love this perk. It's really good on a sword and tons of other weapons. 15% Empower. It makes it easier to hit that Empower cap of 50. If you can use it, definitely use it. Stay empowered as much as you can and do that beefy damage. Keenly Jagged, 7% damage for 10 seconds. So 70, I think it's 70% damage on a crit. On a bow, that's amazing. On a lot of weapons, I'm pretty sure the Keenly Jagged outperforms Keenly Empowered on a couple of different things. Completely up to you. I think you should definitely try out both of these two. You'll get a lot of mileage out of those. Other than that, we have Keen Speed, 30% haste for 3 seconds. You double that seconds, I'd buy in, but right now the two Keenly Kings are empowered and jagged. Keenly Fortified, 10% fortified for 3 seconds. It's very easy to hit the fortified cap right now. You just throw a Sacred Ground down, you're good. Just do a couple other things, you're fine. Plague Strikes. I've used this. I don't think it nullifies healing. Like, I feel like it was intended to nullify healing, but it just doesn't. I mean, I could easily heal through it whenever I was a healer. The disease limits it. Maybe like your passive healing, you don't get that, but like I don't feel like it's worth having a perk. Plague crits, if you're 50% below 50%, inflict 24% disease for 6 seconds. Again, don't think it's worth it. Last couple perks, you got the Sea family, the Threat family. I think both of these are, maybe the Kind might be worth it. Hated, I don't think so. Threat's weird in this game, and I think if you just do enough damage and have a Carnelian on, you're good. Sturdy, definitely a very good perk on a shield. I rock it on my PvP build. Able to block extra damage. It's awesome. Surefooting, don't even bother. And that pretty much sums it up. If you like this spreadsheet, will be down in the comments. I do have all the perks that are listed. I do plan on doing a armor perk list as well in the future, so stay tuned to that. Last thing I want to do is thank you guys. I was not expecting the positive results that I got with that last video. Very much appreciated, guys. It definitely makes me want to make more New World content. I was expecting maybe 100 views, a couple likes here and there. I was not expecting the overwhelming positive response to it. And I just want to thank you. And I will be sticking around. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.